is Quantum Geek. It is a actual play podcast where my two players is Sam. Sam, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Will, and I play Sam.
Sam is currently in the body of Ensign Sandra Rhodes. Luke, go ahead and introduce
Hey,
yourselves.
I'm Landon and I play Luke.
Who is currently in the body of Counselor Deanna Troy. Last time, they had a lot of stuff happening where there was some investigation down on the surface trying to figure out what this life form that Luke was sensing was, and then getting up here, Q's come out and been causing a little bit of mischief, and then they're beaming over to the other ship now.
For the first try at combat, apparently.
You all are now teleporting over to the ship.
Okay.
Combat time.
I really hope that LaForge was not supposed to. Because I can't
Hey,
remember if at the end of the episode I sent LaForge with you or. I feel like someone needs to be on the ship to control the helm.
hmm
I was gonna say I don't think any of our characters
So
actually
yeah,
have.
if originally I said LaForge was going with you, we'll say that at the last minute they were like, wait, we need someone to watch the helm.
Uh-huh.
No, just leave the helm empty. It should be fine.
Technically we
I mean,
got Riker at the helm. It's
well,
fine.
they're like what in the show. O'Brien exists.
I don't
Um,
think I'm gonna say in the
he,
first few episodes. I
yeah,
don't
he
think he got there yet.
exists. He exists. He's in the first episode, or he's in the second episode.
Okay,
Um, actually, he's in the first episode.
is he?
Yeah, like as soon as they get back, Picard's like, "What's our heading?" and the helm is O'Brien, but you don't. I don't think his name is actually used. But yeah, it is still the actor that plays him.
Okay.
So it is still O'Brien is exists. It just doesn't exist by name yet.
He hasn't been declared, hasn't gotten the actual name.
Yeah, he's still a red shirt. Oh shoot, you guys only have one red shirt with you. No, she's a yellow shirt too. Yeah.
I would say we
Who's
have
gonna die? Who's gonna
no one.
die?
No one, because this isn't going to be a fight. You
Alright, so
made it
yeah,
so no one can do that.
you guys pop over there. Um I need a will check from Luke.
Alrighty, give me 1 second. Pulling up my dice set. That's a good old 7.
Alright. You get a partial success, which means you are suffering from a massive migraine.
Oh, fun.
But you are still able to do stuff. It's somewhat debilitating. It's going to cause all of your intelligence rolls to be lowered by 1 for the entire time that you're in here until you can get a hold.
So, in other words, instead of aiming straight, I need to aim to whichever way the second figure is floating.
But yes, the angry force, the angry emotional force that you were sensing is
hmm
all around you. Um, something. Let's go ahead and get nice perception checks, guys.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll for the Tasha and why not? I made the character sheet. believe I've said it before, but technically you don't pull NPCs in this particular system. We're playing
Yeah.
the Offworlders system. Um, I will have a link to the purchase page for that system if you're interested in buying it. It's one that I got a while back from doing a charity thing with someone. I mean, with one of the websites. So yeah. The system uses 2d6. Okay.
That'd be a 10.
Tasha failed. Data got such a he almost crit. He almost critically succeeded, and he gets +3 to his intelligence rolls.
Jeez.
So he pretty much does.
He's an android.
So I'm guessing he pretty much does critically succeed. Then.
Well,
If the numbers to say.
yeah, like
He beyond critically
he
succeeds.
succeeded as well as possible without getting the legitimate critical success. So he is getting the full thing. He looks at all of these walls and is going to get this. What did you guys roll again?
I got a 10.
Got a 10? Okay, so you're going to be getting the full amount.
I got a 5.
You got a 5?
Uh-huh.
Well, you're about to find something out about yourself. You rolled a 5, but you still got a partial success.
All right then.
Means that you have a minimum of +2 to your intelligence.
Ooh. Nice.
All right then.
Now, I am going to go ahead and, let you guys know that you guys still have your own mind. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That means that anything that you are doing mind related outside of special powers is you.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
So, like I said, outside of special powers like the psychic abilities, that is legitimately you. So, the
All
thing
right.
that you guys are currently figuring out about yourselves is you guys are two smart people.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
At the
All
point
right.
where at the point where a little sprite AI comes to me and goes, "I created it." I'm like, "What did I do before?"
All right. So, um, so Sam, you are going to notice you get a partial success. Your
Mm-hmm.
partial success, you have a bit of deja vu while you're in these tunnels. You're not entirely sure why. Like,
Okay.
it seems like the building structure seems very familiar.
Gotcha.
Um, Tasha, she knows nothing. She is just in full defensive mode. She has her phaser out and is looking around, just ready for an attack from anywhere.
Okay.
All right, Counselor Troy and Data is going to be saying a lot of this out loud. Okay, because that's what he does. He just says things.
He's data. Yeah.
In fact, he actually has a thing in the transcript for this particular area. In this area. Here's the funny thing. Tasha succeeded her perception check in the show. So, Data goes, "Most interesting, sir.
Hmm.
No sound of power, no equipment. And yeah, this is when Luke you start feeling that migraine level of pain in your head. It's not so much that it causes you injury like before, but it's definitely there.
Yeah, my character would pretty much look around and go, "This place seems familiar." But why?
It's much the same construction as was in the underground tunnels,
Oh,
but
I see.
there is no power running through the ship at all.
Then how are we? As I look around, go, we're breathing air.
Indeed,
So
all
they,
all levels of oxygen are in formidable range.
without any power to life support.
I almost want to say this ship is probably a living creature.
I actually concur. Asha taps her communicator and tries to contact the Enterprise,
Mm-hmm.
but so she like taps it, it goes chirp chirp, and she goes Enterprise, Enterprise. I can't get I can't get anyone.
Uh,
Um,
how are we supposed to get back?
I think I'm more worried about the fact that we're inside of a living creature now. So
All
there's
right.
nothing really to.
So as you guys are talking, um, are you moving from the place where you started?
Yep, and I got my phaser out. Not taking any chances.
You do not have a phaser.
What?
you,
No!
And
you're the
you're a
drug.
counselor.
Yeah, you are the most non-combative on the whole
So
ship.
Tasha has her phaser out. Data has pulled his favorite phaser out, but does not have it in a ready position like Tasha does. Sam, you do have a phaser.
Yeah, but I'm not pulling it out.
Okay.
Especially after that last part, I'm going, oh no, random phaser fire can actually mess up the ship and kill us all.
All
Nope,
right.
nope.
I say we just head towards like the center of the ship and just
All right.
see what we can find out.
I look around and
So
go,
I'm gonna have you guys roll perception one more time. This time is not so much a pass or fail. It's more just to determine how long you're wandering around before you
okay.
hear something.
What is with this?
So
Well,
close.
The
That's an
you
11.
you
compromise.
got a 7, so that's good. You got an 11.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you will definitely hear it first. There is screaming,
But
and
help me scream,
you
or
also
screaming like I'm pissed off.
no, like screaming as though someone is being tortured, and you also sense someone is in a great deal of physical pain, physical torment.
Also heading towards it
Okay,
and just kind of motion to the group to follow.
so they follow, or at least the two that I control follow,
I can say I'm
Mhm.
following. I hear
and
someone screaming in the distance, so yeah, I'm following.
you come into a room where you see Administrator Zorn in this sort of force field thing with
Mhm.
lights just going through him, and he is just screaming, no, no, no more, no more.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, really? Okay. I look around to see if he, is he held down to a table, held up by,
He is
strung up?
hovering in midair. There is a
I'm gonna.
force field around him,
Mm-hmm.
and the lights are just kind of blazing up through him. And it
I'm
seems like
gonna
he is
go
just
ahead and activate my scanner and see if I can pick up anybody else in the room that's hidden.
you can go ahead and roll.
Come on, be kind. That's a partial success. I'll take it. That's a 7.
Did 7 plus your 2,
Oh no, that's a 9.
so you got a 9.
That's
Yep.
that's a
Alright,
part.
so it's still a partial success, but yeah, that's good. So alright. The thing that you pick up is that the overwhelming anger that you're feeling, also with that mild sense of contentment,
Mm-hmm.
the contentment is coming from this part, but it's all connected to the same being.
Are they in this room or can I tell they're just in this ship?
You get a partial success, and you're right here, and believe one of you already put it in as a possibility.
It's already been stated.
If you weren't, if you were to say the the entity feeling this is the room and the ship.
Is the room and the ship?
Yes.
I go ahead and relay to the group. I'm like, I just kind of like confirmed it instead of it being a suspicion. This ship is definitely a living being.
I look at you and go, so you're telling me the ship is actively torturing this guy?
Yep.
I look at everyone else and go, is there any way for us to possibly stop that?
Guess what? With
Mm-hmm.
the ability analytical, which is something you have,
I have an ability, okay?
you have an ability called analytical. When you encounter a new situation, area, or character, you may ask the GM any one simple question about the object, people, or surroundings. The answer is something you could possibly perceive. The GM must answer you honestly. So, yes, if you take down the force field, it will force the entire torture chamber essentially to go offline.
Okay. All right.
Now, with your roll that you just did for intelligence,
Uh-huh. I think I still
um,
sure.
both of you can re-roll one of those dice.
Okay.
Okay, so it
Because
means I'm going to keep the 3.
you have a skill called tech.
I'm going to keep the 3 and reroll the 1. That's a 6.
So yeah, he got a 6 as well.
Well
So
then,
you got a 9 plus 2, so 11, and Will got 11 plus 2, so 13. So essentially, both of you come up with this at the same time. Essentially, if two people take a phaser and blast the force field at different areas, then the force field should drop.
Before you do this, how about we get him to agree to make an alliance with Thor?
You,
Yeah.
with your scanner ability, even without a roll, you are able to tell that he is in far too much pain to be able to talk rationally about.
Shoot. Alright, I guess he's going to have to get set free first.
So Tasha holds her phaser ready, and
I hold mine. Sure, at this point, this is to free someone, not to murder them.
and I mean I do have a threshold the uh for the force field. You'll have to have your phaser on high, on that highest setting.
Okay.
Um,
Mhm.
which this is actually your first time seeing the phaser. Unfortunately, I have to ask for another tech roll.
Okay.
This is the one time you do not want to fail.
All right. Do I need to re-roll that
Um,
die again?
So yeah, you'll need to re-roll that one again.
All right. Sometimes it just don't
Well
matter.
then, okay. You still got a partial success because of your
Uh-huh.
intelligence.
Yes.
Um, so you figure it out you figure out how to get it up to a higher setting,
Uh-huh.
but you don't get it to its highest setting yet.
Gotcha.
But you do not know that. I think you
All
have
right.
it at a pretty good setting. Lucky for you, you have something else that's going to hit. I am not going to have you roll to hit it because it is a stationary object that you are standing like a foot away from.
Thank you.
So you
I
will
feel real
just be
bad for this.
rolling. You will just be rolling damage. Okay?
All right.
Damage on the phaser at the setting just above stun is 1d6 plus 1, and then you have a thing called Deadeye that you are now learning about that gives you an extra plus 2. So essentially, you get 1d6 plus 3 for your damage.
All right. Let's see what I roll.
So you're not doing nothing less than four for damage.
So roll the 4, and plus 3 is 7.
Asha also shoots it with hers, and geez, she got max damage. In all honesty, she could have taken it down by herself
Herself.
because I had the threshold was 10.
I rolled a 7. She rolls a 10. God, it's a 17. It only required a 10.
So yeah, that thing went down.
I'm glad I didn't have this on a higher setting.
That thing goes down. He is now free. Obviously you sense relief from him. Data goes ahead and goes to his side and kind of helps him to a sitting position.
Okay,
Luke.
I walk up to him.
Okay, hold on just 1 sec before you do anything. Luke,
Yes.
I need another will check from you.
Oh, fun.
This took away the thing that was keeping it at a stable place of anger.
That's a that's a good old fail there, buddy. That's a 4.
That's a 4.
Yeah, that's a
Oh
4.
lord, you are going to be taking some damage. It's going to be 1d6 minus 1. Oh no, it's going to be the lowest of 2d6 is what it is for the lowest damage.
Come on, please
So
roll
you are
2
taking a 2. We're taking 2 damage.
Ow.
But
Hey, I should. Ironically, I would see improvement at the end of the episode.
yep. In
I'm interested. When he just takes 2 damage, is it like is it like his nose starts to bleed or something? What is this?
Well, essentially, he's taking 2 psychic damage because this entity is extremely mad
Yeah.
and essentially is now yelling. And the only one that can hear it is Luke.
I'm just a good old Deanna Troy. The only way to communicate with this thing, and when it's angry, it communicates with violence.
So when you basically get brain hit for 2, how do you react, Luke?
I yell back at the thing and tell it to shut the hell up.
Wow.
Do you do that out loud?
Yeah.
Alright, I am going to go ahead and let you know, Luke. You are currently sitting at close to half-life.
Oh no.
Lovely.
That is how bad you are currently doing because of both of these psychic hits. All
Oh,
right, so you're doing that out loud.
Yeah, and after I do it, I'm gonna let them know that whatever this thing's conscious is, I can somewhat communicate with it.
you can.
Somewhat, I can at least feel its emotions,
Okay.
and it was not too happy that y'all just destroyed that thing.
All right, so roll an intelligence check. This is not going to be a harmful thing if you fail.
I get the +2, right?
Yeah.
That's an 8.
All right. There was something I can't give you the full thing, but I can give you a hint. Okay. There was something that happened towards the beginning of your experiences here when you
Mm-hmm.
met someone and something interesting happened. I'll even tell you who
No.
it was that you met. Commander Riker.
Mm-hmm.
Something peculiar happened with Commander Riker that can help you for this particular situation, but I can't do the full thing.
But not bad. I'll let them know and see if I'll just say it to the group. I like, hey, I don't know what, but I just have the feeling something with Commander Riker that happened earlier on could possibly help us here, but I can't remember what it was.
And I look at you.
Data is going to be listing off every single thing that happened between you and Commander Riker that his entire database could recall.
Which is a lot.
Tasha is going to go ahead and decide that she has no idea what's going on right now. She's just going to be trying to help Administrator Zorn.
So I look over at you and go, can you try to communicate with it? Since it can communicate with you, can you send something back?
So far, I've only felt its emotions, but I can give it a try.
All right, roll your scanner ability.
Here we go. There we go. That's a good old first crit of the session.
Oh, critical success, I hope.
Critical success, yes.
All right.
Because
So
I mean, you
you
can
kind of
survive another bad roll.
so you close your eyes and you start to concentrate on this and try and just like fixate on this entity. And when you open them, you're in just sort of a zero space.
Mm-hmm.
And a white light comes before you and just starts speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Why have you taken the enemy of my beloved? I was dealing justice.
What did he do to become your enemy?
He has captured my beloved. He holds her, or he holds them,
Do
holds
you
them
think
prisoner.
possibly? Do you think he can possibly be holding her somewhere underground?
They are underground. They are the ground. They are the everything. I
I
must
see.
continue. I must send more energy down to help her, to help them.
All right. Is there any way you can communicate with the others here? I mean, I am not just.
You are the only one that can hear me.
You got the translations now.
Yeah.
Because we don't know this.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying.
do not
Did
know who you are. I do not know what you are, but you are the only one that can hear me.
Mm-hmm. What is your name?
This ship doesn't like this.
I'm gonna
They
say I
never
don't
they
think you
never
want to ask
have a
that.
name, so
I'm gonna say
Mm-hmm.
I
we're
don't think
gonna
you want to ask
say
me
that
anything.
it gives a name,
Mm-hmm.
but it's in a way of like, in fact, actually, yeah, because of how these particular these particular creatures are, I'm gonna say
Mm-hmm.
that most of the time when someone is not communicating through their mind, they
Mm-hmm.
are communicating through lights. So what you see when you ask for its name is a series of lights, like
Mm-hmm.
waving, shimmering lights.
Mm-hmm.
The sequence of lights.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you
So
get for a
that's
name.
what you get for a name.
All right. Am I picking up on this like is the thing of like any evil intent behind its voice or?
It really, it's really just seems to be angry and wants its beloved back. Everything that you're picking up, I'm not even gonna have you roll scanner for the rest of the time when it comes to this
Mm-hmm.
thing. You are just going to be in tune with it now.
Oh, fun! A voice inside my head.
Yep. Yep. You are
It's a
inside the
it's a
being.
voice inside it. It's not so much a voice inside your head. You're a voice inside its head.
I'm gonna say you inside of it. You got it backwards.
Oh, fun.
Yeah,
I'm
it's the
gonna
other
try to
way
reach out.
around.
I'm gonna try to reach out to Sprite to see if she can make any sense of this.
Oh no. Did she
Um,
just zoned out in front of us at this point?
Pretty much, I think.
Technically speaking, you can either speak out loud or you can just be completely quiet while you talk with it. It's up to you. I would say
I'm
due
gonna
to
be
your
completely
I'm gonna say due to
quiet
your
and.
novice due to your novice abilities with
Mhm.
this, because you're not actually Counselor Troy, you're
Mhm.
probably actually speaking out loud.
Yeah.
So yes, you do get to hear this stuff. So you're gonna reach out for Sprite. I'm gonna go ahead and say,
Yeah.
give me a tech roll.
Mhm.
You don't know that you're doing tech, but reaching out for Sprite is going to be a tech roll.
This is not the time to partially succeed. That's a 7.
All right. So with a partial success, Sprite appears to Sam. Sprite appears in front of both of you, but is unable to actually go inside your head that you are currently.
Mhm.
So it appears in front of both of you, but Sam is the only one that can actually communicate with her.
Communicate.
So let me go ahead and bring Sprite back in.
Oh, the
Mhm.
joy. Because I was not expecting this.
So Sprite comes in. Did Luke call?
Mhm.
Did Luke call? Is everything okay?
Uh,
There are a lot of
Lucas.
new readings coming up. I'm not sure where they came from.
Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. This ship is apparently a living
You are
being.
currently novicely
Mhm.
communicating with another life form. Therefore, you actually do
Mhm.
not hear her.
I can say you
Oh,
were
don't
mind.
worry.
You didn't.
Sam is
You
the
don't get
only
this.
one that can currently see or hear.
Yeah.
Sam was
Yeah.
Oh,
also about
fun.
Sam was also about to do something else. So,
Yeah.
Sam, go ahead and do that something else, and Sprite's going to appear and say that while you're doing that.
All right. So yeah, I walk over to the guy that we just freed,
He is.
grab him, and look at him and go, "What did you do?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
We are now inside of a living being. I know this, and it eerily looks like the last place I was down in on your planet,
All right,
where
so
the station is. What
Sprite
did you do?
is actually going to chime in now. But and as far as you know, you're the only one that can hear.
Uh huh.
The living entity down there is apparently the beloved of this ship. they are they are like, what is the term? Attached romantically? Possibly. Do not know how it works of creature.
So you see me now. Look at the guy again with extra range and go. You took its wife
I
or
did
nothing?
not take anything. The creature crashed down on our surface. We gave it energy to keep it alive. But
So
but if they gave it energy, then shouldn't it have been able to leave? Unless they were not giving it enough.
so you were trickle feeding it instead of actually helping it so it can move on.
We saved her. We saved it. Tasha now kind of slams him up against the wall.
Oh, dude.
You've been tormenting this thing by just barely feeding it and making it do whatever you wanted? Alright, back inside the mind of the entity.
Yep. Oh, bud.
So, Sprite did not come to you, as far as you know.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like something she'd do.
Wow.
I mean, we are inside of a living being. Our stuff seems to be malfunctioning anyways, so. But yeah, continue.
This is your negotiation right now.
Alright.
You reached out for Sprite. Sprite did not come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this
Alright.
is you and the entity that we're inside of right
Mm-hmm.
now. So start that negotiation.
Yeah.
We can
Let's just put it this way. Currently, even though in the show we weren't able to see this part, currently, as far as we know, everything is going exactly as it was in the show.
Yep.
Nice.
So it's all depending on how this negotiation goes, if this turns hostile or if this continues being peaceful.
I'm gonna say this is your moment.
Oh,
This is your
geez.
moment.
Yeah,
No pressure.
Here, just somebody give me a phaser and I'll just shoot the thing and just
Oh
turn it
God.
hostile while I run fell slip. Kidding.
Oh God. No.
All
All
right.
Gonna be
right.
the episode where we all
We-
end up dead.
All right. Is that why you shot? Is that why those two energy beams hit the planet a few days ago?
It was really just a few.
I could say hours ago. I think.
Yeah.
Well, hour. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yes. I was trying to give it energy. I can only do so much. I'm also trying to punish those that have captured them.
Well, he's apparently just admitted to.
You don't know that.
You don't know
Oh
that.
yeah, that's right. I can't hear outside. Dang it.
Yeah, you are currently single-minded focus. You got a critical success, which is why you're able to do what you're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are still a novice with this ability, but you got a critical success. So you can come out of this whenever you want, and I've already told you that you can go right back into it whenever you want.
Yeah, because according to your
I'll
knowledge,
tell it
you
to give me just a second so I can communicate. So I can communicate with my friends and try to figure out what's going on. I'll be right back.
All right, so you come out onto the scene. Lieutenant Tasha Yar has the administrator Zorn up against the wall and looks extremely angry.
Mm-hmm.
You sense from her basically she is feeling that there has been injustice. She is feeling emotions of protectiveness. Backstory for Tasha Yar, she came from a civilization where there were people who captured others, held them as slaves, and
Mm-hmm.
did things like that.
Mhm.
Okay, and she is now, of fairly good rank in Starfleet and is the head of security on a starship.
Yep, and she now
So
just
in
realized
other words,
she met another enslaver.
Yeah.
if Zorn says the wrong thing, she'll kill her.
And she is a Starfleet officer first. She will not
So she
kill.
won't
She
kill
will
him.
not kill him. She
But
Now,
has enough
severely maim.
control, but she definitely wants to take him and put him in lockup.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
We'll probably
severely
put him.
maim him along the way?
If he says the wrong thing, she will smack him.
Y'all can say she's still at the point of being smacked a bunch of times, but he will not die.
Data
Alright, I'll go ask him, like,
Data is watching the scene play out and is also trying to figure out how to get you guys onto the Enterprise again with this new information as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
I go ahead and relate everything that just happened. Tell him, like, the ship's beloved is down on the planet. The energy beams came from it because it was trying to revive the other ship, apparently.
Uh-huh.
And Zorn is the one keeping it. I don't know if he's keeping it hostage or what, but
Yeah,
he got it underground somewhere.
it is the place that we were at. That's why this
Yeah,
place looks familiar. He's literally gonna shove it off as the new station. That was his plan. And honestly, as a member of Starfleet, I do not want to use another being as a living space when they do not want to be a living space.
Alright, I'm gonna have Data make a roll right quick. Because he's been analyzing data this entire time.
he's
Mm-hmm.
probably almost in system overload right now.
No,
With
he's
everything
been
going on.
Alright, so he got a 10. God, that is such a weird roll, by the way. He got a 6 and a 1. But he also has the +3 for intelligence. Like, technically, he can re-roll the 1 if he wants.
I'm gonna say he can re-roll a one so he can just
Yeah,
win
we'll just go ahead and do
super
that.
amazing.
Yeah, so
What's a roll of two?
he has a 13 on his roll. He has a 13 on his roll there.
A 13 on his roll. He
So
said 2d6s, right? He has a 13.
he has a 13. He got a 6. He got a 4, and he has +3.
Oh god.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Wow.
um,
So all he has to do is partially succeed to get a crit.
counselor.
Yes.
If we could manage to return back to the Enterprise, I believe we can commit enough energy to the life form down there that it should allow the life form to break at Administrator Zorn goes, "No! If you'll do that, my people!" And Pasha just holds him a little bit tighter against the wall and he quiets down. I'm gonna roll a willpower on her right quick.
I was gonna say, I think at this point she may knock him out.
Oh wait, that's not willpower. What would that be? -1. Okay, she still got a partial.
She doesn't smack him unconscious.
No, she doesn't. She can just put him back in the force field.
You can tell. So, Luke, you can tell that she is wanting to do more to him, but her Starfleet training is the only thing holding her back.
Because she knows that reprimand will come hard if she just decides to look through that.
You know what? I tell Zorn if he doesn't start cooperating and telling the truth, I'm going to give her the order to knock the crap out of him.
Oh my god.
So like I said, Data says if we can get back to the Enterprise, or if you guys can get back to the Enterprise, then the Enterprise should be able to help revive the life.
Okay.
To the point where the life form can break atmosphere.
Alright, after I say that, I go back into, I guess, my trance type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I look at
And
Data
see
and
if I
go,
can-
how long would it take for us to actually evacuate the civilians from that station?
If we utilize the transporter, it should only take a matter of minutes.
Okay. I think we have a plan now.
All right,
All
so
right,
you're
I'm going back into my trance now to let
all
it know.
right. Okay, so go ahead and start the conversation.
All right, we have a way of reviving your partner, but we have to get the people out of where they're in her at. But you have to let us go back to the other ship. We have a way of transmitting enough energy down there to where she will break atmosphere and y'all can leave.
If you are lying, I will bring you back and you will suffer.
That's fine by me because I'm not lying.
All right, and then all of you appear on the bridge.
Okay.
And as you appear on the bridge, apparently I never switched the thing, so Will's been just looking at the bridge the entire time. He was not
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
seeing our little place. I'm sorry, Will.
It's fine.
Okay.
I plopped down in a chair because I'm probably exhausted by this point.
Well, you have
All right.
him.
So you guys all pop in,
Okay.
and as you pop in, you are hearing. As you pop in, Hugh goes, "What was that about anything?" And
We need to send as
Troy
much.
and Luke, you sense that the commander thought he just made a deal and got you back.
I look and go. I look at the
You
proposal
don't
and go.
you don't know this.
I don't.
You heard one line. Luke is the only one that knows anything strange just happened.
Gotcha.
So,
Well, it only sent us over here because apparently that ship is not a ship but a living being. Zorn had been slowly feeding its partner energy when it crashed to the planet and was using it as a space station. If we don't send the energy down to down to the station to where it can break atmosphere, it's gonna port us back over there, and we're probably not gonna come back.
wait.
It's given. Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that the ship sent you over here?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a living being, and so is the station down there. And we need to get those people out of that station, so that way we can, heal it, and everything could be, I guess, back to normal.
On your command, Commander, I will go and assist the transporter team in accomplishing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Go
And
ahead and start doing that.
the
Man.
Commander Riker nods to Data, and Data goes into the elevator and vanishes from the. Zoran is technically here, so I need.
I think Tasha would actually be escorting him to the brig at this point.
Not yet,
Go and-
because she now has to deal with proper man, but she does still have him.
Yes.
So Commander Riker looks at him and goes, "Do you know any of this?" And unless one of you guys are gonna say something, Tasha says,
I'm obviously looking at him so mean, like I'm just with that face of I'm ready for you to lie because I'm gonna make your life worse if you
so
do.
he looks down to the ground. Yes, we it crashed on our planet, and we thought we could utilize it, and it could be a mutual exchange. We would give it energy to survive. but you only gave it enough energy to keep it alive, and only if it did what you asked. It's not like that. And then Tasha grips a little bit harder.
I look at him. Go say that again.
Just please keep my people okay.
Don't worry. It's giving us enough time to evacuate everybody.
All right.
I told it we had to evacuate the people, but I don't know how much time we have.
So I'm gonna do a combined check for LaForge and Sam. I also want you to roll a tech.
Okay.
Why don't you re-roll that one?
Don't tell me he rolled a 2. I guess that's a yes.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You are at a command. You actually have access to a command panel right now, like a proper one. You get to re-roll both of those dice.
Ooh,
Okay.
fancy. Now watch him roll the same thing again.
So you got a 2 for one of the rolls, so just roll one more die to roll that 6 plus 2. You have a partial success. You're looking at the panel, and somehow it's all starting to click. You think you know how to assist in sending down the energy.
Okay.
And LaForge is also going to make a quick tech roll. He doesn't need your help.
I'm gonna say you don't need my help.
His freaking 13.
The blind man just kind of is over there perking his eyes at me, going, "I got this. Why you?"
I will say that your partial success gives him a crit success.
All right, fine. I'll take it.
You lose.
So like he's like doing some stuff, and you're like, shouldn't you also press that one? And he's like, oh, that's a good idea. And then you guys transfer the data or the energy down to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
And then then data contacts the bridge and says everyone from the city has now been moved to the old city.
Gotcha.
And as soon as the energy stops flowing, basically as soon as Jordy decides that you guys can't,
spare
anymore for right now, the wave stops, and you see that the base station kind of goes away as another entity similar to the one in front of you starts to come up, and then the one in front of you turns and you see some other stuff happen.
I bet you those people down there are wondering what the heck is going on.
They all got teleported to other places, and
like I said, they got teleported from one city to another city.
yeah.
And then they're seeing the other city take off flying.
They see the other city get destroyed first. Then they see something take off flying.
Now there is the whole thing of not everyone was in the dark about what was going on here.
I'm gonna say these people are bad people. They are. Like a good 50% of them.
On the screen in front of you, you guys see, what I just sent you. The viewing audience.
Okay.
Yes.
Jellyfish.
Yes. Giant space jellyfish, essentially. And they wrap one of their tentacles around the other, and it, like, Luke, you sense the most overwhelming sense of peace and joy, like, and some gratitude as well
Hmm.
from you guys, for you guys.
Hmm.
And then both of them take off going into hyperspace.
Hmm. Well, I can say this. At least it was thankful.
Oh, that was a new experience.
Yeah.
And suddenly, the two of you are the only ones moving again.
Uh.
So,
Okay.
all right. So I'm gonna go over to see where Q is.
He's sitting in the captain's chair.
So I look at him and go, so did we solve the problem satisfactorily?
Yes, it did seem that you did a fair job, but in my defense, I may have been a little soft on you. I do have that tendency sometimes. Congratulations. Congratulations, indeed. He leans forward. He has his elbows on the sides of the chair, and he's put his fingers in the villainous position.
Uh-huh.
Now, you've gained my interest. And then he snaps his fingers. And suddenly, you guys feel a pull. And you're no longer on the Enterprise. When they open their eyes, they are staring out at a beautiful landscape with blue grass and green water. It's definitely not space. Fairly certain it doesn't take too much to determine it's probably also not Earth.
Yeah, I would guess.
Sam, standing next to you is a black-haired boy with a bowl cut. He's just gazing out at the area. And Luke, standing next to you, is a bald man in an orange gi.
I know we're definitely not in Kansas anymore.
Yeah.
I think the blue grass and the weird trees.
And behind you both, how could you guys come out here? I didn't even finish checking the levels. What are you doing? You could have suffocated and died. It could have been poisonous out here. This has been Quantum Geek. I hope you enjoyed it. New episodes come out on the 1st of each month. If you want to follow us on social media, we have a Facebook page, we have an X account, we have an Instagram, we even have a TikTok. Currently, we aren't too active on any of these things, but hey, if you're interested in getting in touch with us, these are the perfect ways to get in touch with us. Anyways, hope you have a good day, and see you next time. Bye!